Okay. Oh, we have some issues here to rectify. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you to this political numbers. This moment is Chigos Indigo. Just testing the testing, testing. Okay, I think okay, that's it. Fans, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone, wherever you might be watching us. We are live and direct here, of course, to continue the umpire's repertoire of events as they continue to unfold. Here, since very dark, let me see if I can adjust to this. Oh, this is very dark. Okay, I think it's better off. Good morning, esteemed fans across the globe. How are you doing today? Yes, we're here again to discuss the issues of importance bordering on our existence as a people, and of course, as a country that is passing through very difficult and challenging times. Just as we are still addressing the issues of security or insecurity rocking Kaduna State and that of Plateau, we have not recovered as a people. Just to hear again that Abuja is under siege. Abuja has been rounded up by the some bandits, and you begin to ask what actually is happening. Where is Nigeria heading to? Where are we going from here? It is quite sad and unfortunate that we continue to see the rating levels, abysmal decline of the security situation in Nigeria. It is quite sad. Over 30 persons were adopted along Kaduna Abuja roads, and it was gathered that even the prominent Nigerians have to abandon their SUVs, has to abandon their armored cars, bulletproof cars, and took to their heels because when they know that the water don't pass Gary, they could no longer trust their bulletproofs, their SUVs. Prominent Nigerians who are shuttling from Kaduna to Abuja, they fled with their legs. What is that teaching them? That the time is coming, even with their legs, they can't walk, they can't run. If they fail to address the issues of insecurity, the state of the nation demands urgent attention. It's no longer about the vulnerable Nigerians, the poor, or the common Nigerians. It is getting to the big and harass. It is getting to the timbers and calibers. They have to flee. Of course, they fled for their safety, for their lives. They abandoned their cars, their ostentatious, their luxurious cars, luxury cars bought by the proceeds of corruption, impoverishing the masses of this country. They fled for their safety. You see, with their foot, they fled, running for their lives. It is no longer about individuals. It is coming up, and shockingly, of course, an estate was information of what really transpired. How many people were involved? How many people get uh, uh, adopted? And what is the state of course, these people psychologically, emotionally, and of course, if actually they are alive, the kind of torture and trauma they should be subjected to is something you don't even wish, not even your enemies, of course, to experience. This is the seat of power, Abuja, uh, telling us clearly that Abuja is no longer safe. Then, if Abuja could be attacked and people adopted at will, where are the surveillance? Where are all the security draft architecture? I mean, the most supposed, supposedly, of course, protected territory in Nigeria has, of course, succumbed to the activities of this Boko Haram. You can see what is happening. When we are talking, we think we are wasting time, but we are saying the reality. We are telling you the unbiased reportage of events. And if you want to get, of course, unbiased reports of happenings within Nigeria, Core Web TV remains, of course, the best place you can get information, vital information, unadulterated information about the happenings. It is quite unfortunate that the Abuja residents can no longer sleep with their two eyes closed. You can imagine, with their two eyes closed, and being that even the most of the security architecture or security facilities is very close, is seated in Abuja, and the proximity to Kaduna, where you have the defense headquarters, defense whatever, and the, I mean, command headquarters, military defense or whatever, Jaji or whatever you call them, it's not far. But this Kaduna and Abuja, which has the highest military formation in Nigeria, has come under severe attacks, has come under severe attacks. I mean, the security of this region that is supposedly the most protected, more sophisticated, in quotes, seems to be collapsing. Because if people could be attacked in such a manner, and possibly the senators and the ministers and prominent Nigerians who do play those roles, they left their cars, they begin to run. What is that telling you? That is a sign. It's a sign of something that is coming. It's a sign of an imminent doom, imminent catastrophe, imminent danger. Of course, on all asunder, this is not just a matter of, it's no longer a matter of, this is just innocent, average Nigerians, poor Nigerians. It is coming heavily on all asunder. Just a minute, let me just adjust this. And of course, nobody can escape this. Okay, sorry, thank you. I needed to adjust the power so that this will be very clear. Yes, it is happening now. Life and direct. This is not a story. Abuja is under siege, has come under heavy attacks. You begin to ask, where are the DSS? Where are their intelligence in quotes? Where are the expertise? Where are the surveillance? No, these are questions begging for answers. What is happening? Who is compromising the security of the state? Who is compromising the security of and of endangering the life of Abuja residents? What does that tell you? That things are not all well. Yes, these are not all well. Nigeria is bleeding as submitted by someone. Nigeria is seriously wounded. Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is uh, in a life support, in a life support, gasping for air, gasping for survival, battling with the breath of survival. Because you cannot tell me under any circumstances if there are regions or territories within Nigeria that could be attacked with remarkable ease, people being adopted at will. And they told us last time that the Kaduna Abuja uh, road has been well fortified, strongly fortified with security operators. Now, what happened? Are they telling us that the security men that fortified the place are the ones now adopting people, kidnapping people, shooting, terrorizing? These are issues that calls for urgent attention. It's a state of emergency, and anybody still denying the fact that Nigeria is sitting at the cake of not just gunpowder, and something more very serious than what you think uh, you have ever experienced. That is an indication that there are some powers that have hijacked the security architecture of the Nigerian states. And no wonder, of course, of most recent, we are told that some Boko Harams who were caught, who has destroyed so many lives and damaged the societal and economic activities of different communities, local government, and states. Upon capturing them, the power from above will ask them to forgive them and reintegrate them into the military. So I won't be surprised if those who have been reintegrated into the military, of course, are giving the feedbacks to their men who where they belong. And as such, of course, extending their tentacles, spreading, of course, their oppressions, getting informations on how best and when to attack and to dislodge the entire security architecture. How can you, on in this life, tell me that a trained terrorist could be pardoned, could be forgiven, could repent? It's an ideology that have been indoctrinated. They have been indoctrinated. I mean, they have been brainwashed to believe that the only way, of course, to live is through violence, to cause pain, to bring certain people down. And you reintegrated them into the military to protect Nigerians or to kill them. Now, of course, the result of that is what we are seeing today, that the nation, Nigeria, is at the risk of extinction. Of course, that the nation, Nigeria, would, of course, its existence has been threatened. And what remains is a matter of time, whether it will survive it or not. But for the prominent Nigerians who are fleeing, of course, they left, abandoned their cars, their uh, luxury cars, armored cars, bulletproof cars, and begin to sáré. They begin to run. Sungudu, if my Hausa brother says Sungudu, you see, and then also Osofia becomes their name. What is that telling us? There is no safer place in this country. No place is safe. If Abuja could be attacked, where could not be overrun. Of most recent, we heard what happened in Ogun State, how the Fulanis keep on ravaging some communities, and some communities fled. On those states, the activities are still on. The impact of the damage done by Fulani herders is have never been recovered in those states, where even a native of Ondo State told us what happened there that was not reported by the conventional medias. Some of their vigilantes, hunters, has been killed, and those communities are occupied. The indigenous people have fled their communities for safety, and everybody seems to be covering up, covering up. Well, how long can we continue to live in deception? Now, they told us it's 10 in Abuja. How can you, a whole estate, a whole Abuja territory, could be attacked? Where are the police? Which means if ordinary bandits, you call them ordinary, but these are terrorists with a defined objective, with a defined mission. But it's just that the Nigerians are still living in denial, while gradually they are overrunning the states to Islamize the entire country. If Abuja could be under siege, under attack, people living in fear, in panic, tell me where is safe? Yes. No, I want to know where could be safe. Samson Moses, good morning to you. You're welcome to this certain moment. Yoruba Nation, yeah, okay, you're advocating for Yoruba Nation. Well, how far have you gone with the Yoruba Nation? Ogun State is under siege, not to talk about Para. Of course, the Afonja experience is what they want to replicate in other states, in other regions. If you don't know it today. So what are you doing? If it belongs to this region, what are you doing? What are your plans to preserve your cultural heritage and posterity? These are concerns. Of course, everybody must not deny. You must rise up irrespective of whatever you are. This is a full-blown war going on in Nigeria. No, tell me. Okay, Okon, he said, okay, did I get it as Ratson Okon? He said, good morning, Chigozie. Good morning to you. It's a pleasure to welcome you to this wonderful moment. God bless Yoruba Nation. Continue the Moses Simpson. Okay, God bless Biafra. God bless Arewa. Well, the truth is that it's time to take actions, but not just the kind of actions that the people who call themselves the Christian Association of Nigeria and other Pentecostal Anglican, they they appeared in black and they are marching from to the Plateau State governor's office after this horror, after the horror that took place in Plateau State. And nobody came to condemn it. And what you are doing is to march. Is that what is that action? Marching is not action. Wearing black or where you can even wear charcoal, pour yourself sawdust or whatever, paint to darken your face and your eyes. Sorry for the breaking transmission. We do hope to work these challenges. We know we have to overcome in the course of time. Sorry for the poor audio that is experience. What I'm saying is that I was narrating a story in Kano State in 1991 when there was riots. Of course, the Muslim communities or the Hausas were invading Christians after they uh, aborted the crusade by one of the international evangelists, Reinhard Bonnke. Yes, was coming to host a crusade in Kano State. So the northern communities were against that, that such crusade will not be held in their own state. And of course, the young evangelist or the great evangelist has to leave upon a security breach. He wouldn't want to cause anything that will lead to the death of innocent people. So he has to cancel that crusade. But then the crisis also escalated, even with the cancellation of the crusade. They started killing, attacking Christian communities. The major target was mainly overrun the Sabongari region. Sabongari is predominantly, of course, occupied by non-indigens. Yes, and you know what happens? Everybody stood up. Nobody, I mean, the young men, we are not sleeping, including I myself. I remember we live in upstairs, we will be there watching at the top of uh the the roof. There's a way, okay, where they put this tank. We'll be there observing movements with our whistles. With our whistles. It's not today. We've been vigilant for quite a long time now, and we are conversant with what has been happening. So that whenever we are talking, you are talking out of experience, out of what we have seen about Nigerian state. So one of the Reverend Minister, you know what he did? He said, all the young men who can shoot gun, who can carry arms, should take up arms and defend themselves every Sunday. You see, if you are in mobile police, if you are in force, or you are trained to handle gun, you see why the church is going. People are clapping. Church procession is going on. People will carry arm all the streets around the church. That was 30, in Gold Coast Road, where we call Gold Coast. Gold Coast Road then in Kano, in Sabongeri, Gold Coast Road. They will barricade the church. Church premise is a very big church. Yes, Assemblies of God, Gold Coast Road then, where I do attend. Reverend Dr. Baba Father gave instruction to he cannot be alive, and the worshippers are being killed like animals. Now, what will they get here now? You say you be bishop, you say you be a can chairman, they will behead your head. Destroy your members, destroy innocent Nigerians on the basis of religious fanaticism. Fanatics. And you'll be wearing black. Uh, they born you come carry black. More proactive actions should be taken to demand your right. It is your right as a citizen. As a citizen of this country, you have the right. Enshrined in the Constitution, you have the right to life. Everybody has the right to life. You have the right to self-defense. As enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, you also have the right to carry gun in defense of a fundamental human right when it's been threatened. But I'm not condemning your actions, wearing black, protesting, walking down to the governor's office. The same governor who left communities, left citizens of Plateau in the pool of their own blood and flew down to Lagos State to hold party organized by the president in Lagos State. You left people that are mourning, children that are being killed, massacred in their own blood. Is this the same people you are wearing black? The same man you are wearing black, who did not show any empathy, who do not show any sense of responsibility, driven by selfish interests, motives. You left people that are mourning. Instead of to tell Mr. President, please, I will not come. This is what is happening in my state. My people are being killed, hacked to death, buildings, their own ancestral homes, residence, being brought down. And you left the place, you went to Lagos to celebrate, to laugh, while people are lying lifeless. 3 days attack. 3 days attack. The military is nowhere. The police is nowhere. The man no war is nowhere. The what did name them? That is the sorry state of the Nigerian situation. And now you want to wear black. You are putting on black, and you went you to demonstrate. Well, I'm not insulting my fathers in the Lord, but they should wise up. They should wake up. If Reverend Dr. Baba Father could give that direction, people took arms to defend themselves, and the church is going on. So you will be in the church because you are worshiping God. They will come and wipe you, kill you. It's only those, even the Bible said, it's only those that are living that will praise God. For you to live, praise God, you have to be alive. You have to be alive to praise God. Which means even God do not encourage brutal killings, untimely deaths. He said with long life, of course, he will satisfy us with long life. So, and you watch, what kind of Christianity does Nigerian Christian practice serve? Which kind of Christianity? You've not heard about the Crusaders in Europe. You've not heard about it. You have not read history. How they resisted the Islamic radicalization of course, Islamic movements. And today, you'll be watching like Turkey Christians. In fact, Nigerian Christians are just like Turkey Christians. They were watching, fighting over offering money, tithe money, positions until they were overrun by these Islamic radicals. Today, Turkey is an Islamic country that was formerly known to be a Christian community. What am I saying? My concern is not just religion. My concern is about humanity. That nobody has the right to take the life of anyone under any disguise without being, of course, brought to justice. And justice seems to have been denied because even the perpetrators of this heinous crime has not been brought to book. They are still walking free, unleashing mayhem. Now it is the turn of Kaduna, the turn of Plateau. Now Abuja is under siege. If people of Abuja could be attacked, if estates could be overrun, raided, no security, no military surveillance, where are the patrol teams that mans the border? As sensitive as Abuja, it is not a place that the military or the security operatives, even including the DSS, should have gotten information about this attack and move, of course, to forestall further implementation. But where were they when communities, when estates were attacked and people were running helter skelter? Children's mothers, fathers were adopted, and their destinations of their whereabouts is yet unknown. This is Nigeria. Nigeria. This is Nigeria. It is quite sad. I mean, this should be a very serious concern for all humanity, irrespective of wherever you might be. It's time to speak up. It's time, of course, to tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria is no longer working. Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is no longer safe. They told us that they have very serious, heavy security along the Kaduna, of course, ABUJA roads, major roads. After the train blast, where several hundreds of people were adopted, some were blown up. After they resumed operations, they said they are well. They have built a very formidable security architecture, surveillance, and where are they? Where are those things? Any foundation, any nation or society that is established on lies, built on lies, sustained on lies, cannot stand. So where are those surveillance, air surveillance, area surveillance, the heavy securities, and people were attacked in the same roads? So prominent Nigerians abandoned their SUVs, their limousines, their Brado or whatever you call them, their bulletproof cars, and they ran into the bush. They were running for their lives. Ben Johnson, they took Ben Johnson. Hey, that is to tell you that something very serious is coming. And they are not telling us the truth of what is actually happening. They're not telling us that the security operatives of security system architecture has been compromised. Because if not, you cannot tell me that a whole Abuja could be easily infiltrated and such heinous crime committed, and the people still get out without any arrest, without being confronted. During Buhari time, you know how the presidential guards came under a heavy attack, and most of them were killed. I mean, presidential guards, just like killing the National Guard, U.S. National Guard. Once you attack, if other militaries were killed, the last military that can defend Biden, the president of America, is the National Guards. If you kill them, it means you can just kidnap Biden and get away. But that is not the case in this country, Nigeria. Who is compromising the security situation in Nigeria to his own advantage and to the disadvantage of millions of Nigerians who has become victim of this cruelty? And people are still saying one Nigeria under this state of insecure system, economically backwards. Nothing seems to be working. Look at the recent revelation. The same Nigeria, endemic corruptions, where you have fake professors. This is Nobi. It was only during, of course, Tinubu's campaign The present campaign, we discover there are fake prophets, fake bishops, and they told us it's upcoming bishops. Fake bishops. We have fake professors in Nigeria's universities, running several hundreds of them. These are revelations coming up, how endemic corruption has pervaded the entire system. They said even the academians, institution of higher learning, which should be an epitome of intellectual excellence and moral excellence. But there is no character. There is no excellence in learning. People want the dubious, the shortcuts for everything. And look at Beta Edu, a minister, humanitarian minister, a lady. They will tell us that ladies will save Nigeria. Ladies are less corrupt, but not in the Nigerian case. Ladies are less corrupt. Ladies have minimal, of course, tendencies to corruption. Look at how many months now? 585 million. You want to divert it. That is meant for the vulnerable Nigerians, meant to alleviate the sufferings of the masses who has been directly, consciously, deliberately plunged into such affordable states of despondency. People are suffering, just to say the least, suffering upon not being secured, not being protected. We're just at the mercy of whatever, of course, at the mercy of the Creator. It is quite sad. What are you doing with 585 million? With all your salaries, allowances, still with you, or other bonuses and privileges, you still want to cut corners, want to divert, and go and buy bulletproof, and go and buy buildings, when you have ordinary senators, ordinary government public office holders controlling billions of dollars by virtue of their positions they occupied. You see them becoming more richer than the states, than the country itself, because the system encourages endemic corruption. Of course, you don't have to blame her. The former ex-minister of humanitarian, you know what he did? Over 27 or more billion naira was unaccounted for. And she's been invited. And what would that investigation be at the end of the day? Paddy government. At the end of the day, everything will go down. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Even if there are investigations and findings, would there be any political will, of course, to execute such? Those who should try them, are their hands clean? Are they clean from allegations of corruptions? No, these are fundamental issues. And it's quite unfortunate, very sad indeed, that we found ourselves in this destructive system. Everybody, once you have the opportunity, you can steal and steal. Let the country collapse. It doesn't matter, provided you've made your way. And this is why Nigeria is what it is. And unfortunately, the level of corruption that have eaten deep in every facet of existence as a people, just not just I just cited. Look at institution of learning, where characters are being built, where morality, where excellence in academics should be encouraged. The same people who will teach them are the ones faking their degrees their doctorate degrees certificates, claiming fake professors what you are not. If such person handles or controls a faculty or a department, he will seeking for sex, for marks, money for marks. Because he knew how he got his own, and anyone who cares should also find a way to pay through or to use his or her body to get whatever his or her body to get whatever he needs. The situation keep on deteriorating, getting worse and worse. You had it. It's no longer a hidden, of course, a hidden issue, a hidden secret that you have several Nigerian professors who are fake across all the states, across all the federal institutions, even private institutions. Yes, it was heavily reported, and that is quite unfortunate that this is happening in Nigeria. And what does that tell us? Total decadence, moral decadence across board. People no longer value, of course, hard work. If you are doing your best, people will say you are wasting time. Look at this one. He doesn't know the way. He doesn't know the way. If you know the way, it wouldn't be like this. You see, about 100 fake professors uncovered in Nigeria universities, according to Nigerian University Commission. It's not Chigos Zendibo. You see? And all these professors are found, of course, in the University of Ibadan. You see that you have over 11 fake professors. University, Covenant University, you have about 4 fake professors, according to the foundings. Obafemi Awolowo University, these are federal universities. You have about 8 fake professors. University of Lagos, you have about 5 fake professors, according to the findings. I mean, professors. University of Nigeria and Nsukka, you have about 9 fake professors. Ahmadu Bello University, you have about 8 fake professors who has illegally acquired their doctorate degrees. It's quite unfortunate. This is Nigeria. Now, how can this country move forward? And these are the same people that are used during election. So how do you expect the process to be pure, to be transparent? No, tell me now. With these fake professors, how do you expect the process to be transparent, to be free and fair? In fact, Nigeria is in a very serious mess. Very serious mess. And the unfortunate thing is that we are still sleeping. You see, Ahmadu Bello University, you have 8 professors. Fake. Okay, University of Technology, Akure, you have 9 fake professors. University of Ilorin, you have 4 fake professors. That is quite unfortunate. University of Ilorin, you have 9, not even 4. I mean 11 fake professors. University of Port Harcourt, you have 8 fake professors. Federal University of Technology, Minna, you have 9 fake professors. University of Jos, you have you have 8 fake professors. Bayero University, Kano, you have, hey, my God, you have 20 fake professors. Bayero University. According to the findings, Ekiti State University, you have 15 fake professors. Okay. Now, the Zikiwa University, you have about 10 fake professors. Usmanu Danfodio University, you have 7 fake professors. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, you have fake 7 professors. Federal University of Petroleum Resources, you have 12 fake professors. River State University, you have about 11 fake professors, according to the submissions. Michael Opala University of Agriculture, you have 11 fake professors. Federal University of Technology, Owerri or Futo, you have 15 fake professors. Bangkok University, you have about 9 fake professors. Oh my God. Okay, Anglican University of Nigeria, you have 14 fake professors. Redeemers University, you have about 9 fake professors. With all this, where are we going as a people? Where is Nigeria getting to? You see that Nigeria has come to the point of total collapse of the system. No value, no virtue. Moral values are no longer upheld, are no longer inculcated. No wonder things getting worse. Gone are the days when you see a professor. Once you see a professor, you say, this man is a professor. You see, have attained the highest citadel of learning. You will see discipline, you will see hard work, you will see respect, you will see the glory. But in Nigeria, the statement is Ikabo. Ikabo, the glory has departed. The glory, the economic glory, the moral glory, of course, the security wise, economic wise, health wise. I mean, all the institutions, the glory has departed. Of course, better Edu, the Minister of Humanitarian, is not the one. It's not the only one. Many hairs will grow, and even though the president may have good intentions, there are people surrounding him that will sabotage every effort uh, to serve Nigerians or to do what he thinks is good for Nigerians. Sometimes you don't have to blame him. See, people are just concentrating on the president. The president is bad. Tinubu is bad. Tinubu is a rogue. Tinubu is that. Is it Tinubu that tell better Edu to divert public funds? Well, she has been suspended, quite right, which is commendable by the actions of the president. But beyond that, beyond this mere rhetoric of suspension, we then get to the roots of this issue. Would this show levels of commitment and the political will to prosecute this to serve as a deterrent? Of course, the president has his image to redeem. So if he allows people around him to mess up with his reputation, with his image, well, that is led for him. He should be answerable to that. People around him never meant well for him. Some of them, they're only there to take a due advantage of the opportunity. Of course, they could grab. And at the end of the day, he's the one that will bear the bad name. Well, I'm not advising him. I think he knows what best he, and whosoever he chooses to be to handle any portfolio. Well, he is the one that has the oversight of to monitor them. If you allow them to destroy him, well, that will just add to his already bad records before the public, as people's perceptions were. But he has the right, he has the opportunity to correct, of course, that negative impressions about him uh, before the public. Yes, let people see that what he's been accused of is not what it is, but he has the opportunity to show that clearly. And of course, the world is watching, Nigerians are watching, and but that could not make any difference because the level of hardship, sufferings Nigerians are being subjected to may not allow them to, of course, opportunity to think. We're only, of course, engrossed by how do we survive today. Can our life, the security to our life and property, be guaranteed by this institution of the state? Any state that fails to protect life and property, which is the primary essence of and responsibility of any responsible government, is a failed government. Then I leave you, of course, to judge the Nigerian state. And do you think there is hope for this country with what is happening now? Abuja is under siege, under heavy attack. People are being adopted. Imagine hostels, estates. People are being adopted. The Abuja Kaduna, which is a very one of the major roads linking Abuja, of course, the proximity to Kaduna State, is no longer safe. People are being attacked, killed. I mean, now where can be safe? Down in the east, you see what is going on. In the middle belt, there is no peace. Massacre, genocide, sponsored pogrom is going on. And the BBC Africa do not see all these things. For watching and wishing you the best. I will be coming up, of course, with this issue on exposing the lies, the deceptions of BBC Africa. Just stay tuned. We will come shortly in the day. Later in the day, you will see deep revelations about BBC Africa and their deceptive reportage that are just made distortions to distort Nigerian from the very nagging issues confronting humanity. Thank you once again. Remember blessed until we meet again in the next edition.